Hello, hello, hello. This is me, Pete, and I'm really excited to give you a little bit more insights on this really cool tool I developed. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a game changer for some of you who are still on the sidelines thinking about this book you want to write and helping you push you out onto the field so you could cross the goal line with your new book. Football analogies. I'm excited about the football season started, but let's get started here on the book idea. So I'm going to share my screen and jump in. Okay, so this was the tool I showed you last week, and it talks about the 20 steps you need to do, the 20 steps of this tool you need to complete in order to complete your outline. It's quick and easy that way. So you could literally have your outline by the end of a pot of coffee, or at least by the end of this weekend. In any case, let's get into it. So the first thing that's the most important is to have a clear message and then a clear audience. And once you have that, it becomes just a step of, let me go back to, of creating your outline, okay? So this was, how do I know it works? Because this is exactly what I did. This was how I put my book together, C-Level Author, 3 Steps to Legacy Thought Leadership. And I go into here and first I do my introduction as a letter to my readers. And then what is a legacy thought leader? It's a good place to start. And why is this superior to being an influencer or your typical thought leader that goes from hotel ballroom to hotel ballroom with his PowerPoint presentation? Why become a legacy thought leader? It's based on the long-term impact and benefits, both tangible and emotional, personal satisfaction, personal brand. Okay, so it's the title and the takeaway for each of these. Your magnum opus, how your impact becomes your masterpiece, how your mess could become your message, okay? Creating a mission one dance at a time. This is based on a YouTube video I talk about here where there's this crazy person on the hillside dancing, then another person comes and dances with him, and another person comes and dances with him. So he creates this movement, and you could do the same thing with your book. You don't even have to dance. Lighting a bigger fire with a book, why your book should be the central tool of your magnum opus, why this could become part of your masterpiece, part of your impact, and how to do that. Why you don't have to be a writer to become an author. Your knowledge is your capital. You have everything else. You have everything you need there. How do I know it works? Well, in this chapter, I talk about some simple exercises you can go through, how you get the confidence, you know your message resonates, you know who it resonates with, and so you could get started. Recognizing the obstacles. Hemingway is your obstacle. So we have this romanticized image of someone struggling and being suicidal and getting into fights and being depressed or being alcoholic as they're trying to write their book. It doesn't have to be that way. You could go the Hemingway route of being in a cafe in Paris and talk your book into existence, as I talk about in my book, once you have your outline done, rather than bouts of depression and alcoholism. Chapter 9 is once you have your book, what's next? So you have your book, and how do you make this, how do you expand your impact? How do you expand your message? How do you strengthen your legacy? And so I talk about the marketing tools you need, the marketing techniques you need. So it's kind of a cycle of opportunity versus sales cycles, because we're not talking sales so much. We're talking about opportunities to impact people's lives, okay? And it could be different for everyone. And that's it. The exciting part is once you get that done, writing the rest of your outline becomes very easy because you have your title, you have your thesis, and you just go in there, you put in some anecdotes here, stories, bullet points of what you want to talk about. Here's why I become a legacy thought leader. I love this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams," okay? And that's how I start each chapter, with a really cool quote. Here are the bullet points. I didn't add those in there because I don't want to bore you, but you just go ahead and complete this as part of this exercise and you'll have your outline. Talking about the magnum opus, your Sistine Chapel, your magnum opus is your impact, okay? And I talked about different masterpieces, which could be Michael Jackson Thriller, Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, Hamlet by Shakespeare, Les Miserables by Victor Hugo, 1984 by George Orwell, The Great Gatsby. So you have music, Sistine Chapel, the Mona Lisa, the David. So all these masterpieces and why your impact can become your masterpiece and your life's work. And so you could follow this through all the way. So each chapter is the title and the thesis, and you put in some hooks, some stories, some anecdotes, some jokes, some contents, some takeaways, okay? And there you go. Here was lighting a fire, bigger fire with a book, plant a tree, have a child write a book. I talk about how I could help you with 2 out of the 3 because obviously we're helping you write a book. There's a way I could help you plant trees throughout the world, very easy from the comfort of your own home. And that's in the book as well. Having a child is up to you. I don't get involved in that. And that's it. So you can follow through this outline. And this is exactly what I did. This is what this exercise in the chalk form does, and how you can have your book outline done after 1 pot of coffee or by the end of this weekend. And with that, I'm going to say, have a great weekend, and I'm signing out. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.